Hey everybody, welcome back to Brainiac Baseball's 1982 Detroit Tigers season replay. Today's matchup is between the Detroit Tigers and the Baltimore Orioles at Memorial Stadium. On the mound for Detroit is Bruce Robbins, whose record is 2-4 with a 5.83 ERA. And pitching for the Orioles today is Dennis Martinez, whose record is 6-3 with a 2.78 ERA. Okay, we've won 4 games in a row, all on the road, all by 1 or 2 runs. So they've been close affairs. We've had 2 games where our pitchers have been fantastic, and 2 games where we've really had to have our offense take over and get us the victories. Yesterday, Sweet Lou led off with a home run in the first inning, and Dave Rozema kept us in there the whole game, and we won 2-1. So Rosie got the win. There was a save by Weaver, and of course the home run by Whitaker. So a pretty decent game. After the game, the Orioles traded one of their starters, Mike Flanagan, and I want to show you this real quick. I think you'd find this interesting. Looking at the Orioles pitching staff, this is all they have for their entire roster of pitchers. Trading Flanagan moved Scott McGregor from the long relief role into the number 5 spot, and Sammy Stewart moved into the bullpen from AAA. They have 2 AAA players, 1 AA, and 2 single A players, and then Jim Palmer will be coming back in about a month and a half. So kind of a crazy pitching staff for the Orioles. They barely have anybody. Just as a comparison, take a look at Detroit. We have all of this here. All of these players. I can stretch this out, and you can see how much we have to offer compared to them. So their payroll is way up there. They were going to lose money this year before that trade. They got $1 million in cash back from the Cubbies. So that, they had all the incentive in the world, but did they make their team better? I don't think so. I mean, they're in second place behind us. They're 3.5 back now. And the Orioles have a good chance today because we have Bruce Robbins on the mound. Our lefty has been struggling of late. The Orioles are batting .192 against him, though, in 29 plate appearances. All of the bullpen is available, as you can see here. The lineup versus Dennis Martinez looks like this today. Ricky Henderson's out of the game, listed as tired. This will be Henderson's 10th game missed so far in this short season due to being tired, listed as tired. So we're going to take him out today. We're moving Gibby back into left field instead of the DH role. Dawson is in center. Kevin Bass will be in right. Okay, let's go ahead and officially do the Tigers lineup rundown. Batting leadoff and playing second base is Sweet Lou Whitaker. Batting second at shortstop is Alan Trammell. Batting third at third base is Mickey Hatcher. Batting cleanup and DHing is Reggie Jackson. Batting fifth and catching is Lance Parrish. Batting sixth at first base is Greg Brock. Batting seventh in center field is Andre Dawson. Batting eighth in left field is Kirk Gibson. And batting ninth in right field is Kevin Bass. El Presidente takes the hill today for the Orioles. 6-3 with that 2.78 ERA among the league leaders. Right up there with Dave Rozema in the top 10 for ERA. 60 Ks in 90 innings pitched. Opponents are batting .249 against him. He's got 2 complete games. Both were shutouts. He's got a 5-pitch arsenal. His fastball tops out around 90 miles an hour, and his curveball is his out pitch. He's got a hard curve that is rated in 89, fastball 81, and then his other 3 pitches are all below average. So a pretty decent pitcher, making a lot of money, going to arbitration at the end of the year. So I'll be curious to see what the Orioles' payroll looks like. Maybe he'll be available. It wouldn't be a bad pickup for us at age 29. Okay, there's the defensive alignment for the Orioles today. Couple differences on defense. Glenn Hubbard in there at second base instead of Krinchicki against the left-hander. And Ron LeFlore also splitting time is now in center field today. So those are the two differences. We have Sweet Lou leading off against Dennis Martinez. Lou 4 for 12 with the home run against Martinez. Strikes out today after leading off yesterday's game with the home run. That was his 8th of the season. Trammell up next. Trammell's got his batting average up to 271. We have him in the number 2 spot today as he grounds out to Hubbard at second. That's going to leave it up to Mickey Hatcher to get something going. And Hatcher comes through, as he has been all season, with a bloop base hit in the right center field. Hatcher on first. 2 down. Here's Reggie. Had a couple games off, facing left-handers. And Reggie pops it up to third, where Castino drops the ball. Oh, wow. Castino, one of the best defensive third basemen, must have lost it in the sun. And it's first and second now for Lance Parrish. Let's see if the Tigers can take advantage of the error. Another blooper into right center field. Is that going to fall in? It does. Parrish drops it in there. And that's an RBI for Lance as Hatcher scores from second. First and third now. Tigers take the lead 1-0. Here's Greg Brock. And Brock crushes it into right field. Reggie scores. Parrish goes to third. RBI single for Brock. 2 down now. First and third. Here's Hawk. And Hawk, of course, grounds it to second. And that's the third out. Dawson's batting average back to 200. Okay, we go to the bottom of the first inning. Tigers get a couple of runs on the error by Castino. Here's the lineup for the Baltimore Orioles today. Batting leadoff and DHing is Alan Bannister. Batting second in right field is Ken Singleton. Batting third, playing shortstop, is Robin Yount. Batting cleanup, playing first base, is Eddie Murray. Batting fifth in left field, Greg Luzinski. Batting sixth, playing third base, is John Castino. Batting seventh, playing second base today, is Glenn Hubbard. Batting eighth in center field is Ron LeFlore. And finally, batting ninth and catching is Ray Smith. Bruce Robbins, oh man, he's making his 13th start. Only 58 innings pitched, 59 really. Taking a look at his log, I mean, he barely can make it to the fifth, let alone the sixth. How many starts has he had? 1, 2, 3 starts. He hasn't even gone 5 innings pitched, including the game against Cleveland where he didn't get one single out. He's lost 4 decisions in a row, and he hasn't had a win since April 23rd. A month and a half it's been since he's had a win. So he's due, and this is a good time for him to get one. There's the defensive alignment for the Tigers today. Gibby in left, as I mentioned. Center field is Dawson. Right field is Bass. Okay, Alan Bannister leading off against Bruce Robbins. Not a lefty in the lineup as the switch hitter Singleton comes up after walking Bannister. Bad start for Robbins. He does get Singleton to pop it up. Whitaker makes the play right on the edge of the outfield grass. 1 down. Robin Yount batting 175 versus lefties. Well, there you go. There's a dose of medicine. Base hit to center field. First and third now, 1 down. We're going to play the infield back. We'll give up that run for a double play possibility here. Eddie Murray batting 326 versus left-handers. And Robbins sets him down looking. All fastballs. That's the one thing Robbins does have is a ton of fastballs. He just doesn't locate them well. And now it's 2 down. First and second. Greg Luzinski almost batting .400 versus lefties. This will be a testy situation here. And he strikes him out. Just as I said, he doesn't locate well. Look at that. Fifth pitch right there, right on the edge. And he gets himself out of the jam with back-to-back Ks. We go to the top of the second. 2-0 Detroit. Gibby leading off. Slow roller to second. 1 down. Here's our switch hitter, Kevin Bass, getting some regular playing time now with Glenn Wilson on the IL for the rest of the year. Grounds out to third. Back to the top of the lineup with Lou, and Lou grounds out to first. So 1-2-3 inning for Martinez. We go to the bottom of the second. John Castino leading off. Castino, Hubbard, LeFlore. And Castino rips it into left field for a base hit, looking to atone for his error. We're going to pull third base in. I don't think Hubbard's going to necessarily bunt, but he does bunt well, batting .333 versus lefties. Castino potentially could steal the base. Hubbard lifts it to right. Bass makes the play. 1 down. Ron LeFlore, you can see why Hubbard and LeFlore bat versus lefties. They're both batting over .300 versus left-handers. LeFlore hits a slow roller to second. Can't turn 2 with LeFlore running. So runner on first, 2 down. Number 9 hitter Ray Smith is up. Smith also a .300 hitter versus lefties. So everybody in this lineup hits lefties well, as Smith gets a base hit up the middle. Bannister, everybody but Yount, I guess, right? Yount's the only hitter under 200. 2 down, first and second for Bannister, and Bannister ropes it to center, where Dawson makes the play, and Robbins gets out of another jam. We go to the top of the third. 2-0 Detroit, Trammell leading off. Trammell, Hatcher, and Reggie. Trammell lines out to center, 1 down. Here's Hatcher, 1 for 1. A grounder to first. Murray, Gold Glove winner, makes the play. 2 down. And then Reggie grounds out to third. So another 1-2-3 inning. We go to the bottom of the third. Kenny Singleton leading off. Singleton, Yount, and Eddie Murray. Singleton skies it to center, 1 down. Here's Robin Yount. Got his first hit against Robbins, his first time through the lineup. And there's another hit. So Robbins is over 200 now versus left-handers with his 2-for-2 day against Bruce Robbins. Okay, that was Robin versus Robbins, by the way. I just noticed that. I don't know if you did already. But. Okay, 1 down. And then Robbins walks Murray. And Robbins likes the drama, apparently. So third inning, where he's had at least 2 runners on. Will somebody make him pay for it as Luzinski flies out to right? Yount holds. First and second now, 2 down for John Castino. And Castino strikes out looking. So Robbins digs himself out. We go to the top of the fourth. Lance Parrish leading off. Striking out. There's 1 out. Second K for Martinez. Next up is Greg Brock. And Brock strikes out. The Brock Nest Monster does have an RBI today. We'll give him that much. And Dawson taps it back to Martinez, and Martinez throws it away. 2 errors now by the Orioles defense. Dawson in scoring position for Gibby. Gibby 2 for 9 against Martinez. And Martinez walks Gibson to get to the number 9 hitter. Kevin Bass, 0 for 1 on the day. And the switch hitter loops it into left center field. Second forward for a hit. It does. A base hit for Bass. Runner from second scores. That was Dawson. It's 3-0 Detroit. And we are definitely taking advantage of the errors today. All runs are unearned so far. Let's see if Whitaker can keep the base runners moving. Shoots it to left. It's going to be off the wall. A double, 2-run score, and it's 5-0 Detroit. That is Whitaker's. Oh, wrong guy. Whitaker's only his 5th double this season. We don't do that a lot. We don't have a lot of extra base hits unless they're home runs. So, 5-0. Keep the 2-out rally going here. We have Trammell up. And Trammell pops it up into foul ground on the third base side. And that'll do it. Tigers put 3 on the board. All in thanks to Martinez's error. We go to the bottom of the 4th, 5-0. Detroit. Glenn Hubbard leads off, popping it into the outfield grass where Trammell makes the grab, 1 down. Former Detroit Tiger, Ron LeFlore, grounds out to third, 2 down. He's going to leave it up to Ray Smith to get something going. He's 1 for 1 on the day, and here he grounds out to Hatcher, and that'll do it. All right, we go to the top of the 5th inning. Hatcher leading off against Martinez. Pulls it for a base hit into left field. Hatcher up to 336. And, we didn't do our traditional league leaders at the end of May, and I just thought I'd give you an update, let you know that George Brett is a Triple Crown leading right now in the American League. He leads in a batting average with .402, 13 home runs, and 66 RBIs through, 61 games for Detroit today as Reggie strikes out. 1 down. Hatcher on first for Parrish, and Parrish gets a base hit. So his batting average is over 300. Do we send Hatcher? We do not. We do not. Wouldn't make a difference anyway because the double play is still in play with the Brock Ness monster up. Hey, there he is. Biting the heads off of the Orioles with a double into right center field. An RBI double, 6-0 Detroit. There's the first earned run. Martinez at 92 pitches, not even through the 5th. We are going to have Dawson hit to the right side. If he can put it in play, should score a run. Oh, base hit up the middle. Hey, Dawson does come through in clutch situations. We are definitely sending Brock home. And he is safe at the plate. 2 RBIs for Dawson, and Detroit is up 8-0. Nicely done. Little assist from the Orioles defense. Gibby hits a ground ball to short. Should have been an easy double play, but Gibby was hustling. So they just get Dawson at second. 2 down now. Here's Kevin Bass. Had a base hit RBI last time up. And he grounds out to third. And that'll do it for the Tigers. So we go to the bottom of the 5th. Tigers are up 8-0. Bruce Robbins. We need to get him through this inning if we can. At least get him a victory. Kind of change his fortunes as Bannister hits a line drive that gets past Dawson all the way to the wall. And Bannister has himself a stand-up triple. All right. That run doesn't mean anything. So let's just go after the batter. Well, he gets a base hit to right. That'll get the Orioles on the board. Nobody out. It's 8-1 now. Robin Yount, 2 for 2 on the day. Suddenly, Yount can hit left-handers like crazy. The second triple of the inning, and it's 8-2, and there's still nobody out. Third time through the lineup. Looks like the Orioles have Robbins' number. Ground ball to third. Will Yount be going? No, he holds. There's the first out of the inning. Here's the bull, Greg Luzinski. He rips it into left. Gibby makes the play. Yount tags up and scores. It's 8-3. Bases are empty with 2 down for John Castino. So the Orioles get those 3 runs back so far. And then a number by Castino back to Robbins. And that'll do it. That was a tough inning, but it was imminent the way that he's been pitching. We go to the top of the 6th, and Tim Stoddard will come in to pitch. We've seen a lot of Stoddard already this season. 5 times we've seen Stoddard this year. He got the win once. Have we ever put any runs on the board? We have never scored against him either. So take a look at his numbers. You can see why. A 1.20 ERA, and opponents are batting 1.79 against him. Okay, so here we go. Let's get a couple of these runs back. Still got a long ways to go here. There we go. Wait, Lou has hit a home run in 3 straight games. Am I right? Let's take a look at Lou's log. Yes, he had 2 before today. And then he had another one today. So 3 games in a row for Sweet Lou. His 9th of the season. 9-3 Detroit. And Tim Stoddard gets stung. All right, Trammell. He pops it up in the foul ground. There's 1 down. Let's flip it over to the in-game stats. Player of the game, everybody's contributing for the most part. Brock 2 for 3 with 2 RBI. Might be the leader. You have to give Whitaker some serious consideration. And Hatcher's up. Hatcher's already 2 for 3 today. And he lifts it straight up onto the chalk on the first base line. Murray makes the play. 2 down now for Reggie. Reggie's done jack shit. He grounds out to second. Reggie, I'm not even sure Reggie should be playing at all. He did have 2 hits in his previous game, and then he did nothing for a while. And then he had a little mini streak going. You can see here now he's got as many at-bats as he did last season, and doing slightly better. His OPS is almost 800. It's hard to really fault him overall, but he's certainly trending downward. Okay, so Robbins, we're going to give him a chance to get 7, 8, and 9 out here. If you can't do that, we're going to yank his ass out of there. We'll figure it out. Hubbard popping it up. This might be a good game to get Brian Kelly back in there and get him 1 good inning to give him some confidence. He did give up a couple runs in his Major League debut. Robbins strikes out LeFlore. 4 Ks for Robbins. It's a nice little bounce back inning so far. And the number 9 hitter pops it up, Ray Smith, to Sweet Lou. And that'll do it. Okay, we go to the top of the 7th. 9-3 Detroit. Parrish leading off. Flipping it into right center field. Carries deep enough for Singleton to make the play. 1 down. Here's Greg Brock. Potentially player of the game. Oh, striking out. 2 down for Dawson. And Dawson strikes out. Dawson gets 1 good play every game, and then he's just pitiful every other opportunity. So 1-2-3 inning for Stoddard. And we're going to take out Robbins, pitcher of record right now. We're going to bring in Brian Kelly. Take a look at Brian Kelly here. Thanks to James for finding me a Brian Kelly baseball card to use. You can see he did not do well. He gave up a home run. I can't remember who that was. But maybe he could bounce back today with a nice clean 7th inning. Alan Bannister leading off. Bannister shoots it to right. Bass makes the play, 1 down. Ken Singleton up next. A grounder to first. Brock steps on the bag. 2 down for Robin Yount. And Yount hits a grounder to Trammell. There we go. Good job by Brian Kelly. Tim Stoddard comes out for his 3rd inning of work. He's got Gibby, Bass, and Whitaker. Eddie Miller is on the on-deck circle, and Gibson just crushes it to dead center field, almost 500 feet. Absolutely destroyed. 8th home run on the season. And the Tigers have another 10 spot. Okay, since we have a big lead, we're going to bring in Eddie Miller for the first time this season. Take a look at Miller. We got him in the deal with the Bravos. And he's basically a good defensive outfielder. Doesn't hit much. Hasn't played in the majors since 1979. But he is only 24 years old. He's a good 4th outfield option. Or 5th when we get Glenn Wilson back. So his first at bat is a Tiger. Flies out to right center field, 1 down. Here's Sweet Lou. Oh, Lou's got another! Holy crap, he just crushed it. We're going to change his nickname from Sweet Lou to Babe Lou. 4th home run in the last 3 games. And he is definitely the player of the game at this point. Tim Stoddard wants to get out of this ball game, but Joe Altobelli's just hanging him out to dry. Trammell strikes out, Hatcher grounds out, and we're gonna take Kelly out. We gave him a chance to get through an inning. We're going to bring in Keith Comstock. We haven't seen him in a long time. He hasn't even pitched this month yet. He's a lefty, and his splits are weird. He actually does better versus righties than he does versus lefties. So we got a lefty. No, I'm sorry. We have, I guess it'll be 3 righties with the switch hitter, Eddie Murray leading off. So, in theory, Comstock should be able to handle this. He's definitely not tired. We'll say that much about Kami. As Murray pops it up. There's 1 out. Here's the bull, Greg Luzinski. 0 for 2 today, but with an RBI. He had a sac fly earlier. Strikes out. 2 down. John Castino, and he pops it up. Looks like Hatcher's got it. And that'll do it. We go to the top of the 9th. The Orioles finally making a change. We're seeing Tim Fortunio making his major league debut for the Orioles. A 20-year-old was in single A. I mean, what choice did they have? They must have had to bring him up. And for some reason, this lefty was maybe their only option. He was pitching pretty good down there. Actually, a 321 opponent's batting average. 3 saves. He had 32 saves in 1981 in the minors. That is pretty damn good, as a lefty especially. Okay, Reggie, we've seen enough of you today. We're going to bring in a righty. And that righty is going to be Mark Wagner. He's hitting so well, batting .409 versus lefties. He deserves a pinch hit opportunity. Eddie goes the other way with a base hit. Fortunio jammed him. And Singleton commits the 3rd error by the Orioles, allowing Wagner to go to second. So nobody out. Wags on second base. Oh, wow. Fortunio makes Parrish look silly at the plate. Striking him out, swinging. And then Greg Brock comes through with his 3rd hit. Drives, oh no, it's not a guarantee yet. We're sending him. And he's safe at the plate. 3 RBIs by Brock. Having a great game, but it's going to go to Whitaker today. Look at how many pitches Brock took to get that RBI. Andre Dawson Oh, there's another hit for Hawk. A double for Hawk. Brock holds at third. That is Dawson's fourth double for the Tigers this year. His OPS isn't even above 600. I really have a feeling in the second half he's going to turn it on. So we have to believe in him. Okay, Gibby's earned the right to take an at-bat versus a lefty. He shoots it to left center field. Play is made by Luzinski. Runner tags and scores. And we're sending Dawson too. Keep the pressure on. It's 13-3. Lions over the Ravens at this point. Not the Detroit Lions, though, like Penn State Nittany Lions. Detroit Lions are 0-8. So, anyway, Dawson's at third. Here's Eddie Miller getting his second at-bat as a Tiger. He bloops it into right center field, and it will be caught for the third out. A good offensive performance built off of the 3 errors by the Orioles. We go to the bottom of the ninth, 13-3. Good job by Comstock in his first inning of relief in a while. And we're going to bring in Tom Hume. Even though he's not in the long relief role, he's basically our mop-up guy. And I can't believe he's still healthy as he faced Glenn Hubbard. Hubbard gets a hit to left. That's his first hit of the day. Runner on first for Ron LeFlore, who tags it to left. Gibby makes the play. 1 down. Ray Smith up next. Smith follows that up with a out to Gibby and left. And the Orioles are down to their last out with Alan Bannister. And he hits it into the gap, and it's going to be tracked down by Dawson. That is a great way to end the game. It's 13-3. Detroit gets the victory. Nicely done. That is our second game in 4 games in which we've scored 10 or more, and our 5th win in a row, dropping the Orioles to 4.5 back. Let's take a look at the standings. Orioles actually fall to 3rd as the Yankees are 4 back now. Boston 7, the Brewers 8 back. Cleveland and Toronto are battling it out for the number 1 overall pick. Okay, let's take a look at the transactions. Gene Richards had a 23-game hitting streak come to the end, and Milwaukee, it's only for 5 days. Jaime Kokenauer will be out for 5 days. They can't afford to lose any more starters. Don't forget, we have the draft coming up after tomorrow's game. Just a quick look at the amateur draft lineup. Tigers have the 21st pick. Phillies are number 1 overall, followed by the Royals, who are now in first place. The Indians, Mariners, and Braves will round out the top 5. Barry Bonds is available in this draft, folks. Bonds, Rafi Palmeiro, Brady Anderson, Will the Thrill Clark, Barry Larkin, Hall of Famer, Ellis Burks, Pete Incaviglia never had a bat in the minor leagues. He went right to the majors. Doc Gooden on the list, Brett Saberhagen, Roberto Hernandez, Jose Canseco, BJ Surhoff. So there's a lot of big names available in this draft. It will take place right after tomorrow's game. We have the 21st pick. Maybe someone good will be left for us. I can tell you right now, we're good on pitchers. If there is a pitcher that is the best available, we'll take him. But we're looking for hitters. Our batters are terrible. Let's pull up the box score and get out of here. They're terrible in the minor leagues is what I should explain. Player of the game, no doubter, it's Sweet Lou. 2 home runs to give him 10 on the year. Tied for the team lead, having 4 home runs in 3 games. Gibby crushed it to center field. It was 480 feet. Tigers had 3 doubles. That is unusual. And Bruce Robbins gets the win. Pitched, fairly decently. 6 innings, giving up 7 hits and 3 runs. And the bullpen did what they needed to do. So The Orioles had 2 triples. That's odd. Okay, that's going to do it. Thanks for watching, everybody. Come back tomorrow. Check out our draft and the game 3 of the 3-game series against the Orioles. Until then, everyone, have a great night.